There are plenty of luxury acreage communities here in Houston that I think would be great for you to come out and build your custom dream home. But if I were looking to do it, I would be looking right here. The home we're gonna show you today just opened up last week, and I really think it's a perfect example of what people are looking for when they're looking to build their custom dream homes. I mean, look at this lot that this one's set up on. This is a 2-acre corner lot, massive driveway. But the other thing you'll notice out here that's different than some of the other pockets of Houston is that you've got these gorgeous pine trees, and they are thick too. This is a 5,700 square foot home that really represents what a lot of people want to come out here to build. But where are we today? We're actually in one of my favorite spots, and really the spot in Houston that I think has the most potential to explode. It's already exploding, actually. We're here in between Magnolia and Montgomery, Texas, and we're in a brand new luxury acreage community called High Meadow West. And if you've been looking at luxury acreage communities for a while, you may have heard of High Meadow Estates, which we've sold a lot in. We've shown you a lot of those homes over there. It's right next door to that. We're right here in this area that's exploding with growth. And today, as we walk inside, I really want to paint the picture of what it kind of looks like to build a custom home, because a lot of people haven't done it before, and they've got questions, and they're wondering, you know, do I contact the builder first? Do I buy the lot first? Well, we're going to answer all of that, but, well, to just answer it, you buy the lot, and then you find the builder, and you get a construction loan, and you build it. And so that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Kyler Ferris. We run the biggest relocation team here in Houston, Texas, and we get calls, texts, and emails literally every day. In fact, we help a couple hundred people per month that reach out through our YouTube channel that are looking for answers to their questions about where they want to be here in the Houston area. And we connect them with a member of our team, and we help them make a smooth move right here to Houston. So if you have questions about anything about Houston, about our other videos, or about what we're going to show you inside this house, don't be shy. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email, and that way we can help you guys make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Now, I'm excited to get you inside. We're gonna walk you through what your options are here in High Meadow West, and ultimately the goal is to see if it's gonna be a good fit for you and your family. So let's get you inside. At 5,700 square feet, this model home is one of the biggest that we have ever shown you. And since it just opened up last week, we're gonna be the first people to walk you through this. And so you're coming in through these gorgeous double doors. I love these kind of modern finishes. You've got these black steel doors. And if I were in a neighborhood where your neighbors are right on top of each other, I might wanna frost this glass, but just look through these windows and see how far you are off from the road. This is one of the nicest corner lots that you're gonna get out here in this neighborhood, and it gives you this huge kind of U-shaped driveway. You can fit like 15 cars in it. So as soon as you get in from that massive driveway and front yard, it opens up. You've got super tall ceilings here, real wood floors. And before we get you into the main living room, there is a home office. It's just right up here at the front. Pretty common location, I would say, for home offices. But Jamestown's gonna have a lot of different flexibility since they're a fully custom builder. So as you can see, they did some nice built-ins over here in the office, and you're gonna be able to, literally the sky is the limit with this builder. In fact, I would say this model home is pretty stripped down. They've done a couple cool things as far as adding some cool woodwork and some other elements, but overall, this is just a lightly staged home. In fact, this isn't even a model home. This is what they call a showcase home. This home is for sale right now. This isn't like those other builders that deck out a model home that you want to buy and they won't sell it to you. They will sell you this home today, and I will tell you the price of this exact home when we finish up this tour. So let's start here. We're in the heart of the home, and it really opens up. You know, Jamestown is known for being a fully custom builder, and they probably build more homes than any of the other builders out here in High Meadow West. Yes, we're in High Meadow West, right next door to High Meadow Estates. Jamestown's been building there for years, but High Meadow West is a newer development by Fry Inc. They're good friends of ours. They develop great communities, and they had so much success next door that they decided that with High Meadows West, they were gonna go a tier above. So if you're wanting more luxury, if you're wanting bigger homes, this is gonna be where you're gonna wanna look. And I think when you're done with this tour, you'll see what we mean by bigger homes. Not only do they have this grand feel, but there's just more features, more rooms in this home than a lot of the others. So you got these big picture frame windows, and one thing I wanna point out, one of the perks of being out here in Magnolia are gonna be these woods. We've got a gorgeous forest here, and it's just really pretty. It provides a lot of good shade cover, and a lot of the lots out here are going to still have the trees on them. So you get to decide which trees stay and which trees grow as you design your custom home. So living room's good size, plenty of space over here, but it's very much a big open concept. You got the dining over there, and then it flows seamlessly into the kitchen. And you'll also notice, unlike a lot of the production homes we film, the appliances are upgraded, the finishes are upgraded. So check this out. I got all of the soda one could want. So I don't really drink soda, but if you want it, you can have it. Really nice Jenn-Air appliances. Once again, just kind of a tier above what you're gonna see in a lot of production homes. And they just had their grand opening. So here you go. There's their logo, Jamestown Estate Homes. So coming over here into the kitchen, still nice and open. If you kind of kick back, you can see where the TV would go. So you've got a good sight line from the sink here, and you got your deep quartz sink, quartz countertops, all matching appliances, but this is where it gets really fun. This is like a very kind of upgraded, beefy cooktop. And then you've got your pot filler over here. They took the backsplash all the way up. And really, it's a pretty simple kitchen. They did go with a two-tone, but they can get a lot more ornate with these too. They went with a more modern vibe. And then over here, and no peeking over there. Over here is your formal dining area. So very much its own space, gets a lot of good natural light. And this is just the first of like 900 doors in this house that want to invite you out onto the patio, but we're not gonna go out this just yet. You're gonna have to wait. So 8-seat table here, it can fit more. And I want you to flip around. I want you to look at this map over here. So this is High Meadow West, and High Meadow West, they've been working on it for a while now, but we are located right off of 1486. 1486 was just some old county highway back in the day. And there are over 30,000 homes that will be under development along this one road here in the next couple of years. You may have heard of Blue Jack, which is Tiger Woods' signature golf course, the first in the entire country, which is a resort style community. It's right across the street. And in fact, we're members out there. We love it. We've got a second house out there. We go out on the weekends. That's where we were hanging out right before we filmed this. And it used to be that it was out there in the middle of the woods. And now right next door, you've got High Meadow West. You've got High Meadow Estates, which is already almost completely sold through, which is 1 to 2.5 acre lots with fully custom homes similar to this. You've got Crown Ranch, which has been around for a long time. It's probably the OG of gated luxury acreage communities, which back in the day it was way out in the middle of nowhere. But now they have a lot of these newer neighborhoods we've been filming you popping up. 5,700 acres right down the road at Highway 249 is Colton. That one is going to be a 10, 12, maybe 15-year development. They have over 12 different builders out there. Right next door to that, you've got Creston, which is a Johnson community. You know, I live in Grand Central Park, which is a Johnson community, and Creston is kind of their newest, and it is gonna be so cool. It's got a lot of great amenities in it. And then in between here in Creston, you also have Wild Tree, which is a brand new Shea community that's gonna have over 1,000 homes. And if your budget doesn't meet any of those, you got Magnolia Springs. So guys, I'm telling you, this area is the hottest area in all of Houston. And this neighborhood specifically is gonna be the best neighborhood to build a luxury home out on some acreage. So I just wanna paint the picture for you while we have a picture to look at. So you can come out here and the lot sizes are gonna start at 1 acre and they're gonna go up to 2 acres. In fact, this is a 2 acre lot and you can really see it when you pull up to this house, just how much space it really gets. And the prices of the lots out here are gonna start around $225,000 and go up to $300,000. So this is kind of a rare opportunity to buy a home that's already on the ground. But for the most part, you're gonna come out here, you're gonna work with our team. We're going to work directly with the developer to pick out your lot. And then from there, we'll contract with whatever builder we want to build out here. Now there are other builders out here and you can bring any builder that you want. There's no builder restrictions, but I would say Jamestown builds more homes out here than anybody else. Now, let's get back to this house because this is super cool. If you flip back around, you'll notice you got this cool, heart of the home living area, but then off of it, you got this secondary living space right here on the first floor. And I wouldn't even set it up this way. This is kind of lame. This is just light staging. I would have a pool table or ping pong or air hockey or something fun here. I'd have a big TV up over there, maybe even a projection screen, or maybe make it like a golf simulator. I know I say that a lot, but this would be the place to do it because you have the space for it. And then check out this bar, guys. I mean, this is a full party room here. This is epic. You got plenty of room for storage. You got your beer fridge here. I mean, just tons of cabinet space. Only thing it's lacking is is a sink. I would probably have put a sink here, but you can do that because it's custom. They even did the waterfall edges over here, where they took the quartz all the way down. And then you got these huge windows, but they're really blocking it off with this sofa because they put these massive black sliders here. And now we're gonna get you outside on this patio. So these open all the way up. It's very hot out right now, but when it's not as hot out, it would be perfect. And look at how much room you have for a pool. They've kind of already cleared it up. So pools don't come included when you're building a custom home, but what's cool, I had a client that we built with Jamestown, specifically right next door in High Meadow Estates, and they were from our YouTube channel. We came out here, we picked the perfect lot. So we sold them the lot first, then we got a construction loan. We've got the best contact for that. And then we picked which builder, and we decided to go with Jamestown. And they did a phenomenal job, but what was cool is, unlike these production communities or these master plan communities, when you build custom and you buy the land, you're allowed to build a pool at the same time as building your house, which means on your closing day, you're not starting a new construction process all over. So you could go ahead and build your pool while you're building your house, which is really nice in my opinion. But I just really want to give you a good feel for how nice it is out here. Getting this much shade cover and these trees. It gets hot here in Texas, and the difference between these trees is the difference between 10 degrees. And 10 degrees is the difference between going outside and not going outside. And that pool is really gonna help with that. So huge patio over here. I mean, absolutely massive. So I would probably have an outdoor dining space here so that you got two options. You're indoor and then you're out here. Probably have a big seating area over here. And what you'll notice is they went ahead and ran a gas line, electric, and plumbing so that you could build a little extension for an outdoor kitchen. So if you wanted to do a grill setup, it would easily fit right here. Got a plug, you mount your TV up so that it's completely protected. And then they also pre-wired up in here for speakers so that you could do surround sound. Now, obviously they're planning on you building a pool with a home this big and a lot this big. And so you're gonna have a pool bath here, which is locked. I left it locked. But check this out. You are not expecting this, okay? Some people don't want to move all the way out into what they would call the middle of nowhere, which it isn't anymore, because they're not gonna have room for their guests or their in-laws. Well, guess what? You got a pool bath here, but this doubles as a bathroom here in the in-law suite. So this is a full suite. It's got a kitchen around the corner, bedroom, we'll show you all that, but they even have their own private patio. I was joking with Keith, but essentially if your grandma moves in with you here, you gotta be careful, she could escape. There's like 49 doors just off of her in-law suite over here. So she's got her own private patio, and right behind you, if you flip around, you'll notice there's privacy. There's a brick wall. So those guests of yours, if you're having visitors, maybe you're moving here from out of state and you want kind of a place for close relatives to come and stay for a longer period of time, well, they can build that into your home. So we've seen something similar before, but we don't see it a ton. But yeah, this in-law suite, it's got its own living room set up. The staging doesn't really do it justice, but you'd have a TV over there, sofa set up, and kind of walkway through here. And then it opens up nicely into what I would say is a full kitchen. I mean, you've got oven, gas cooktops, pretty deep sink, plenty of storage. And then this is probably a little too big of a table in my opinion. But I mean, really upgraded appliances, and then another door to escape. And what's nice about this, and we'll even step out here for a moment, this gives you a good little walk up so that, whoever's living with you, your guests or your au pair or your nanny or your cleaner or your mom, whoever decides to stay here, kind of has their own access, right? They're not all up in your grill. They got their own space and close that door off from the rest of the house. And you've got a 3-car garage. So you got a 2-car and then a 3rd. Great for golf carts. You can cruise around here in the golf carts. It's safe. There's not a lot of through traffic out here. Everything's spread out, but it's a great way to connect and meet with some more of those neighbors. So we kind of snaked around and we took the back way. Now I want to show you how this connects through to the house. So this door, you're going to be able to close off, lock it, and now you have your own house. You have a house attached to a house. And this pantry is bigger than a lot of the pantries we see in 3,000 or 4,000 square foot homes. And really this is like maybe, I'm just guessing here, but like a 1,200 square foot in-law setup. So really good sized master bedroom, plenty of room for a king bed. I know it's not furnished. Plush carpet, 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors, and then get a look in there. Check out that closet. I would say that's a decent enough closet for a permanent residence. And huge walk-in shower, which makes a lot of sense. If you are gonna use this as an in-law suite, as people get older, it makes a lot more sense for them to have a shower. Full vanity, linen closet, toilet room, and These are solid core doors too, so they're nicer, more upgraded. And we'll unlock it, and we still have a lot more home to check out. So this feeds directly back through over into, into the playroom, which we let all of the air out of this house. It got hot quick, guys. So we'll close this back up. And that's just one side of this house. Now we're gonna kick back through over into the main living area. And now's really where you're gonna start to notice, like, okay, there's a big difference between 3,700 square feet and 5,700 square feet. And that in-law suite was just a chunk of it. Now coming over here into the master, they didn't cut any corners here too. I mean, one of the biggest kind of sitting areas that you're gonna have in a master bedroom over here. Plenty of space for full recliner. If you got young kids too, put the pack and play over here, your rocker, kind of get through that season of life, or you can hide them over here in the closet because the closet's got plenty of space. Now this bathroom is nice and open. You've got 2 double doors that close it off, and then you're also gonna have 2 closets, which is pretty epic. So you've got your vanity here. Now these are interesting. These are kind of like a floating vanity. It's not a full floating. They look cool, but I don't wanna have to like clean under them. So personally, I would opt to not have these, but a lot of times what they'll do is they'll throw like underglow and they'll put some cool lights in there. It looks pretty nice. Got your big tub here, but I wanna show you something. So, little linen closet, but check this out. This is the first of 2 of the closets. This is gonna be his closet. I'm just telling you now, and you'll see why here in a second, but decent amount of space over here, plenty of hanging space. You've got to pop through upstairs to your attic, but I love this. We're always looking for hidden passages in this homes, and here we go, we found it. So here, go on in there, Keith. Show the people, I'll close you in there. So this is gonna be a great spot for you to put a gun safe, hide some of your valuables, just put a safe back there in general, but it also gives you some cool, shelving and storage for you to be able to, put pictures or shoes or whatever it is you want to do. Now this is an oversized shower, but they have what I love. They got the bench. You can come over here, take a deep breath, rinse off the day. You even have the wand so you can get your back nice and clean. And I always appreciate coming around here. I like whenever they put the shampoo nook where it's hidden so that you can kind of hide your mess so that outside looking in, let's be honest, that's how we all live our lives, right? You don't want everybody to know what's really going on the inside. So you just put on a facade. Look at this. It's just one big facade. The mess is actually down in there. So this is the her closet. This thing's epic. They did a great job of building it out. Shoes all the way up to the ceiling, 3 levels of hanging space. And then come back around here, you've got a double built-in dresser. You've got room for your dresses to be hung up. I mean, this almost looks like like a perfume locker. I don't like perfume. And then voila, this is where you can get pretty. Look at yourself in the mirror. You can come over here, do your makeup. They got your plug. And this is great. This is great. So I think this is what dreams are made of. Typically we're rating closets on our channel. I think the combination of the secret passage, little safe room, plus the 3 stories and this being fully built out, I'm going 9.5, 9.5. Before we check out my favorite feature of this house, I want to tell you more about where we are. I kind of explained that there's a lot of growth going on this main road 1486, but 1486 historically just connected 105 just outside of Montgomery down to Highway 249, which is that new toll road that they opened up just about 2 years ago. And it's because of that toll road that you're seeing this huge connection and tons of growth. Historically, without that toll road, it was a trek to get out here, but now you can hop on 249. It's about 5 minutes from the front of this home, and you're shooting down directly through Tomball into Houston. So what it's done is it's taken an area that's always really pretty with a lot of great trees and good land, and it's taken it from being non-accessible for people that need to commute into the city, and now they have the ability to live out here in the peace and quiet and still commute down into town. But for those that don't need to commute into Houston, what's great is you are perfectly splitting Magnolia and Montgomery. To me, growing up here in the area, it almost feels a little bit more like Montgomery, but it's right on the border, and so you are zoned to Magnolia schools. And so you're gonna be zoned to Magnolia West High School and all of the feeder schools that feed up into that school. That's gonna be the same case with a lot of the neighborhoods that are being developed out here, like Creston and Colton, as well as High Meadow Estates, which is already developed next door. So what I love about Montgomery is it's kind of this small town feel. It's a little bit more spread out, but you have access to Lake Conroe. So Lake Conroe is great. It's a very boater-friendly lake. There's a lot of recreational activities to do out there, but it's exploded in growth lately. Growing up here, you always had to drive from Montgomery to Conroe to get to anything. Literally the only thing they had was a Walmart. Now they have a brand new Home Depot, a Chipotle, they have high-end Mexican restaurants. They've got a lot of good stuff going in, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, as well as a bunch of other amenities that are starting to fill in. And there's a brand new H-E-B grocery store that is under construction as we speak that's maybe 15 minutes from here. So really close options. That's what's going on in Montgomery. Now, if you head the other direction into Magnolia, you're about 10 minutes from what I would say is downtown Old Magnolia. But with all of this new explosive growth we've seen over the past 10 years, now there are large commercial shopping centers where you're gonna have a lot of your big box retailers. And what's gonna be really cool is to see here in the next 5 years, where Colton is developing all along Highway 249 frontage, they have slated for, I think, hundreds of acres of commercial shopping. So in the next 5 to 10 years, you're gonna come out here, you're gonna build your little custom home out on your dream acreage, and it's gonna feel like a little oasis, but as soon as you spit out the front of this community, you're gonna be 5 to 10 minutes away from all of the commercial amenities that you could hope and dream for. And even as it stands right now, you're about 30 to 35 minutes away from the Woodlands, Texas. So if you want some fine dining, you wanna go grab a bite to eat at a nice restaurant, you wanna go up to Market Street, let the kids play in the splash pad or run around in the turf while you just hang out, have a drink at the Tommy Bahama patio or 60 Vines, then cool, you can do that. And it's still not that bad of a drive back home. So this is definitely the hot spot to build a fully custom home out here on some acreage. And it's really gonna appeal to people of a lot of different budgets. We'll cover budgets kind of whenever we finish up, but you can get out here for a reasonable penny, but you can also go crazy. In fact, they've got some homes right around the corner that are massive, selling up over $2 million, closer to $3 million. So there's a wide range out here for everybody, but it's a really cool location to live in, and I think you're just gonna see a lot of growth here. So coming off of kind of this living area, this is one of the biggest pantries we've shown you. So it's tucked behind here. It's easy to get to, but it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You just close it up, don't have to worry about anything. But what I think is really nice, and they've kind of staged it with the air fryer and in the steam pot, but they did plugs along here. So you don't have to dirty up your kitchen with the appliances. You can leave them plugged in here and almost have like an appliance pantry. And there's so much storage in here. And this is great. This is massive. So I love that. Now, this is a separate wing of the house. You had the kind of in-law suite, you had the owner's suite, but we haven't even gotten to the other bedrooms. So 2 of the other bedrooms are just right off of the main living area, but it feels like they're pretty separated and they're really good size. You have 12-foot ceilings. I mean, look up here. 12-foot ceilings, nice and tall. Got the black windows, so more modern finish. And I do need to note, this is a really nice carpet pad. I mean, this is like nice and fluffy. So this bedroom has its own ensuite bathroom in it. It's a walk-in shower, so it's not gonna be set up for the little kids, probably for some of the older kids. If you wanna give baths, you're gonna give them in your bath or you're gonna give them in the other bathroom. And then, full walk-in closets here with the window. It's a nice touch. And then this is going to be the bedroom that has the ensuite bath with the bathtub. So if you got the little kids, probably throw them in this one. Overall, these bedrooms are pretty good sizes. It's tough to see without furniture, but I wanna say this is probably a 14 by maybe 12-foot room, maybe 12 and a half. So slightly larger than average. Not huge, but slightly larger than average. And then you still are gonna have another full walk-in closet over here with the window, getting that natural light in. So let's see what's behind mystery door number 1. I haven't opened this door yet. So extra storage, good amount. Hang your coats up there. And then coming down this way, this is gonna be how you get to that 3-car garage. But before we get there, you gotta check out this laundry room. First thing I noticed, dog wash station. Now, is it necessary? Probably not, but you could use it as a kid wash station too. I mean, our kids, they just wanna go out and play outside and get disgusting every day. So you just carry them in through the garage, set them down here and hose them off. I mean, this is, having to get down on your knees, getting old, getting achy, doesn't matter. You can just come over here and wash them off. So, and then I don't think I've seen a folding island in a laundry room, like ever. I see this a lot of times in nice, master bedroom closets, but man, this just makes so much sense to have a folding table in your laundry room. Not only is it folding table, but it doubles as great storage. Then you've got your full laundry sink around over here. Plenty of room for your full-size washer and dryer. They've got gas or electric hookups, that deep sink. And then if you don't want to put anything in those cabinets, this is like your good cleaning closet for your brooms, mops, all that good stuff. So this to me is like a good utility room. And then love this. They got a wall plug, fit another full-size fridge here. So you don't have to throw that beer fridge in the garage. You can throw it there. Great landing area, like phenomenal landing area, plenty of space, lots of hooks, lots of extra storage. And then we'll just pop our heads in here really quick because this is the garage. I need to make sure this door doesn't lock us out. So you go on in, check it out. One thing that you will notice is that you've got 8-foot garage doors. So here in Texas, you're gonna buy a big truck. I drive a big truck, you should drive a big truck. Everybody here drives big trucks. Your big trucks don't fit in garages with 7-foot doors. Just come up to about there. But these 8-foot doors are gonna allow for it. And then not having that center post means you can pull a big old vehicle in here, got your little golf cart garage. Maybe you wanna go splurge, you wanna buy that Porsche, you can put it right over there. And then they've got all this staging furniture set up. I see a poker table there, and that's where my head's at. And if you're gonna get a poker table, you're probably gonna wanna use it up here. There's just so many different sections of this house, which makes it really nice. Everybody has their own space, whether it's the in-laws, whether it's the kids, your guests, you as the primary owner of the home, but you've got a whole other living space up here. So you had the kind of game room downstairs, but this affords you to have the ability to just have another entertaining space, really, probably more so for whichever kid lives up here. So we've got 1 bedroom up here. So in total, this is a 4-bedroom home plus the in-law suite. So it's really 5 bedrooms at 5,700 square feet with multiple extra kind of secondary living spaces. So pretty good sized room. This is much larger than the downstairs bedrooms. This is about a 16 by 16 foot room, maybe 16 by 14, and then huge walk-in closets over here. Now, this bedroom has its own bathroom, but what's nice is there's a door that connects back out for other people to use this bathroom as well. So you do have to be careful. You gotta open it. Luckily, they opened it outwards so you don't run 2 doors into each other. A lot of times that's a flaw in home, so I'm glad they thought through that. And then you've got these privacy windows up here. So what you'll notice is you're getting all the natural light, you get the beauty of these trees, and you're kind of up here. I mean, look, I don't know if it comes through on camera, but you're just in the canopy. But you're not looking at neighbors or anything like that. You're looking at blue skies and pretty trees. And then this is a huge room. I don't know if we're in wide angle doing it justice, but this is a really good sized room. And then this is kind of your AV closet. This is great. It's out of sight, out of mind, run all your cable, security system, Wi-Fi, all of that through the home. And then one thing that I'm excited to show you is here in Texas, not that this home needs more storage. I mean, you got a massive garage, you got all these extra spaces, but what's really nice is that the attics here in Texas, we call them Texas basements, and this one is no joke. So some homes on the higher end of things are spray foam insulated. And what that means is that this whole house is insulated. So instead of them putting the insulations kind of right here over on the backside, and then this being super hot, this whole room's insulated. So it's 102 degrees outside and it's like maybe 80 degrees in here. It's not bad at all. So you got your tankless water heater over here, plenty of room to store stuff. You've got your furnace. You can see the ductworks and the straps everywhere. So it provides a nice clean environment for you to store, your Christmas supplies and all of your other, I would say, seasonal goodies. So that's it for the upstairs. Let's get you back outside and talk to you about what it's like to build and then run you through some of the pricing. Hopefully that home did not disappoint. I was pleasantly surprised. It just had all the extra features that you want when you come out here and you spend money on some more space. But you're probably wondering, how much does this one cost? Well, this one's for sale right now at 5,700 square feet. I would say on a premium lot that's got total privacy. You got this huge kind of front drive. I mean, look at this massive front yard. I mean, come on, the kids are gonna wanna come out here and play. You got room to build the pool in the back, pretty retaining walls and trees, and you're just so close to the entrance to the neighborhood to get on out to the toll road to go wherever you wanna go. So this one is right over 1.7 million. Now, you can come out here and you can buy a 1 acre lot, not a 2, and you can build a smaller home, just over 3,000 square feet, a 1-story, and you can keep it pretty simple, and you can probably get out here around $1 million. But I will tell you this, if you're looking for cheaper luxury acreage communities, this might not be the place for you, okay? There are other great options. In fact, we've got other videos on our channel. Just reach out, we'll tell you which ones to look into. If you're wanting those larger, luxury acreage homes, this is where you do want to look. They've got homes out here going up over $3 million, but really they're gonna start in the low ones. You could come out here and build a nice 3,000 square foot one-story just over one, but a lot of them are gonna land in that kind of 1.4 to 2 range, okay? And that's gonna get you a really nice home, and then most people are gonna come out here and do pools. You're also gonna have the ability to do additional dwelling units. You could do a big metal shop, you could do a pool house. So the sky's the limit. It does need to pass their architectural review board, and really they just want it to look good, okay? The whole goal is if you're gonna spend $2 million on a house, that your neighbor doesn't do something that draws down the value of your home. So High Meadow West is that. It's that tier luxury acreage community in an absolutely killer location where you reach out to us. We help you find the lot. We're with you every step of the way. Once we secure the lot, we get you with our lender. We help get you through that construction loan process, which is really pretty low-hanging fruit, by the way. A lot of times you only have to put 15% down of the total appraised value of what the home is. So if you're gonna build a $2 million home, you just have to put down 15% and that's it until you close, and then it rolls over into a 30-year fixed loan. So call us, we can get into all the weeds. The goal today is show you what is offered out here and let you know that we are the people to help you. So maybe you like what you see here, but you want to explore some other luxury acreage communities. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Or maybe you want to know more about this area because it is exploding. Be sure to check out some of our other videos right here. And as always, if you're thinking about moving to Houston, do what we always say. Don't be shy. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, and us a quick email. That way we can help you guys make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.